Gonna make a little update video on the RM250, the 1991 to 89 conversion. Well, look-alike anyway. Just to show you, I haven't really been working on it, but I have been buying parts and getting stuff for it. You know, so since the last time, well, last video I did show me putting a seat cover on, and I did get a new chain slider, and then did get these little, let me swing around here a little bit, these little brake hose retainers. This one was broke and they only come in a set of 2, so replacing this one. They're a little bit different color, but they are original Suzuki though, so I don't know, maybe they were that color originally. But I got from UFO, I got they had over the Christmas time, they had a whole 40% off or something, so I got all the plastics for it: front fenders, shrouds, side covers, front number plate, came with fork sliders. Let me move some of this junk out of the way. I got the rear mud flap and new little chain buffer things for the rear chain slider. Got a new rear brake rotor. This one is just really trashed. I mean, it's really wore out. The front one's pretty good, so I'll use that. Got new rear sprocket. I got a new front sprocket. Master cylinder rebuild kits. I don't know what these are. Oh, rear caliper rebuild kit. Rear master cylinder rebuild kit. They were out of the front caliper rebuild kit, I believe. What else do I got? I got stuff to rebuild the rear shock, fork seals. I got an original Suzuki chain sprocket cover thingy, you know, that goes on the engine. New chain, a bunch of odds and ends, gas tank strap. Got a bolt kit for the motor, mostly because I just wanted the acorn style head bolts. So I was looking at original Suzuki. For the price of the original Suzuki's acorn nuts and washers, I got this whole set off of eBay. So that included all the engine bolts too, which we can use. Got some expansion chamber springies, some kind of I think for a clutch cable maybe, or throttle cable guide. We got a bunch of stuff. What we got in here? Wheel bearings. No rear wheel bearings, they're out. I got to reorder them. Oh, I got some good stuff over here. Looks fancy anyway. Ooh, get this out of the way. I got some OEM louvers for the radiators. You know, little Suzuki thing on there. I got some aluminum radiators for it. Mine were all trashed. Those little springs for the louvers to hold them on. What else I got? Oh, throttle cable, clutch cable. Got one of these Chinese Kickstarters. See how that works? I mean, it looks identical to the stock one, but mine was split right through there. And some more Chinese junk. Got some radiator hoses. I wanted them in black. I couldn't find black, so I went with blue. And some RM250 stuff. So yeah, I've been gathering stuff for it. I think the next thing I'm going to use the 89 motor. I got that brand new piston for it. I'm debating on just throwing the piston in there and running it. But part of me tells me I should send it out and get it replated, because it's not perfect. And I think the exhaust bridge is cracked. Oh, that was a tongue twister. So they can re-weld them and then they replate them. They can replate them up to 1 millimeter smaller, so that 0.5 millimeter side. So I might do that It's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive. I think it was like $230 to get the bore replated, and then $75 to weld the bridge up. So you send them your piston, and they hone the cylinder out to the proper clearance for that piston. So, but I'm pretty sure this one's probably just a little wore out, even though it looks halfway decent. But I might do that. I think that place, I wrote it down over here, it's called Power Seal. Yeah, so I might do that, but that might be a while. And I did get a clutch kit for it, and I got a connecting rod and bearings. I don't know if I'll use that for the 89 motor, but I might use that for the 91 motor, since I got that motor all split apart and everything. I just gotta get some main bearings for it, so I might take the crank apart and do that on that one. I'm not really sure on which way I'm going on the whole engine thing 100%, but oh, and I got gasket kit for the 89. I got a whole gasket kit for the 91. These are the 91 forks. Speaking of forks, let's get back over here, as I really don't know what I want to do. There's the 89 frame. These forks are just not the best shape in the world. You can see chrome's peeled off. It's got a couple big scrapes up and down it. There's another piece that's broke inside of it. Oh, this thing here, it comes apart, and I can't understand why. Hold on. Oh well. Anyway, it comes apart, but I can't understand why it's two-piece. It doesn't move or nothing. I think it was some kind of maybe adjustment thing. So I got to make another one of these while I'm at work. And I've just been procrastinating because I don't like doing stuff at work, because it's like being at work. But it'd be fairly simple to make. But so since I don't know about these forks. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace and stuff for some used ones. I found some on eBay. They're off 2002, but they get pricey because they went to bigger wheel bearings, I believe, in 91. I mean, in the 2000s maybe, and you got to have a different axle, and so that means you have to have a different wheel hub, probably the whole wheel. So it takes a bigger axle because of the bigger bearings. And then I'm not sure how the brakes bolt on, if they're the same, because maybe I'm not sure if they went bigger rotors or different calipers. I'm just not sure. So I almost have everything to put these back together. I have a seal kit and everything. I just have to make that. I guess the worst that can happen is I put it back together, they leak. I'm not happy with them, and I just move on to something else. So I don't know. But anyway, that's where we're at. I hope the sound quality is probably a little different on this video. I broke my mic, so, and I've also been updating my bolt stash. You can buy a package of 10 bolts for most of the stuff for like $3 to $5. So I get a couple different sizes when I order stuff here and there. I've got a good supply of them. I replaced a lot of them on here. You see, like this. I think it just makes for the amount of money you might spend, like, say $50 on bolts for the bike. But man, it really dresses it up and makes it look finished than using old rusty bolts. But so that'd be it for this one. See ya.